Hey Fittens, what is up? I'm on my laptop today, with a blonde wig. Yes, I know. I decided to delete that other video where I was doing my lace front. I think I'm gonna just do like a tutorial video once I get the hang of my lace front and how to apply it. So you guys can have it on your channel. I mean, on your so I can have it on my channel so that if anybody out there decides that they want a lace front and they don't know how to put it on, then I'll help them. But let me figure it out first. But by the time I figure it out, you probably would figure it out yourself because there's plenty of lace front videos, tutorials out there. So, oh my goodness. So anyway, I figured we could sit down and we can chat up if you want, but I have some things I want to talk about. They're nothing like, in my opinion, really important or like really like, what's the word, like relatable in general, unless you were like in the gay community and in the like, you were a part of the LGG. Oh my god, I can't even talk today. What is wrong with me today? But anyway, you get what I'm saying, in the whole gay community and stuff like that. Unless it is relatable to you because you are a part of it or people that are a part of it. As you guys may or may not know, if you haven't looked back on any of my previous videos, I am bi. Um, and I'm more accepting of it now than I have been in the past. Um, I've always been very acceptable towards people that are different, whether they were different by like skin color or different by their sexuality or different just by the way that they dressed or anything like that. So, coming into the situation, I get a little upset when there's a lot of I want to say this very I don't want to say this, but it's the truth. Like there's a lot of discrimination towards some things in the gay community, okay? For an example, and this is more leaning towards like people who do drag, especially the drag queens. And I'm probably gonna have a drag queen watching this one day down the road, and they're gonna freak out, or a gay person, a gay man or a lesbian or a bisexual or somebody out there that's going to be like, oh my god, that's not, you were talking about discrimination, you're saying the same thing and this, that, and other. No, I'm not. I'm just saying there are some people, and I personally have known people like this, so this is nothing new, where they will talk shit about the next queen over. And the fucking crazy thing about it is like they're hollering about equality. This is the thing. This is the thing. If you want to be treated like equals, okay, you have to treat one another as your equal as well. Does that make sense? Hey, do you have kids? Yes, I have kids. And yes, my daughter is already aware of that creepy, creepy challenge, which is very scary. I just, ooh, like, I've seen um, like the news, not my news personally, but like news people talk about this, and it's just very scary. Like my daughter hasn't personally seen the video, like she knows about this challenge, and she wanted to watch the video, and I told her no. Yeah, please keep spreading the awareness. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. Just anybody who has kids out there, do not let them see that challenge. Momo. I hope I'm saying it right, but anyway. Um. So anyway, uh, when I was uh when I was friends with this person, it kind of made me mad because they would talk shit about other queens and they were a queen themselves. Like they were, doing their thing. And I kind of sat down and looked at him, and I'm like, and this is before. Let me put it this way. I've known this guy, this queen, or I did know this queen, um, for like 12 years, this was like 12 years ago. So before, before this was way before like marriage was legal for us, gay people and stuff. So, or there was like some states that were slowly starting to like, it wasn't like the whole country accepted it, or it wasn't a Pacific state, or, whatever. Like, I think there was like maybe one, and that was like California at the time. And so like a lot of my friends who were like had been in relationships with, their partners for years, they were going to California just to get married, because of that reason. So anyway, back to where I was talking about. He was hollering. I mean, like, because he wouldn't dress up as a, in drag all the time. And we were in the car, and we were actually riding to one of his drag shows. He was going to, like, I think, like, I don't know if he was going to Miami or where he was going at the time, but I was like 18 years old. I was kind of like his makeup person slash like gopher slash like hair. If I, and I would be the girl that would be like giving him the water and grabbing her dollar bills. I did like a lot of stuff, but mainly what I did was I helped him with his makeup, and I helped him with like his hair and, things like that when he performed and stuff. So I was like kind of like I guess I was kind of his assistant, but I more or less was focused on his makeup more than anything. Um, oh yeah, and he compensated very well. But I'm not gonna say like anything else. But anyway, long story short, we were driving somewhere that he was either performing or he was doing a pageant or something like that. And he was talking about how like he was talking about this girl, this drag queen, like that he performed with like a few nights before, talking about, oh, she only wears like, you can tell she wears synthetic wigs, and you can tell that she's this, and you can tell that she didn't look like she was in it all the way. She didn't even do one flip, she didn't do a split, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. And I'm like looking at him, and I'm like listening, and I'm listening, and I'm listening. And I finally just was like, can I tell you my opinion on this whole situation? And he just looked at me, he's like, I said, I feel like all of you, including me, because at the time I was like, I was I was in that stage where I thought I was like bi-curious or whatever. You know what I mean? And I said, you guys are hollering, especially gay men, you know what I mean, and gay women, but especially the gay men in the drag. I was like, y'all are hollering about equality. You want equality for everybody, and this, that, and another. And you all want to be treated the same, and you all are like all about love, and you all are about this, and you're all about this, like in a positive way. But then you're over here talking about a girl, talking about somebody that's part of your community. I mean, I'm not saying they all have to be like kumbaya and hug each other and this, that, and another, but when you're on a stage and you're performing, yeah, you might be like, oh, that's my competition, I'm gonna take her money. But you have maybe the most 4 minutes to rock it out for one number. Or there's some clubs that'll give you a couple of numbers, maybe one or two, or maybe even three. I've seen some clubs do three, depending on how small how many acts there are on their thing. And you're going. I told him, I was like, but yet you're gossiping and you're talking shit about other drag queens. I feel like. And then he was also talking about like lifting people up and like, not being all negative all the time and not being this. And I'm like, you're being negative. Like, you're being negative. You might be thinking you're not by like, in your head, but gossiping is very negative. Like, to me, like, when I see a drag queen or like I see a drag king or queen or anybody like that, and they're doing their shit on stage and everything, I'm over there going, yes, work it. Like I mean, like if you see my Snapchats when I go to like the club, I always snap when I go to the club. I am supporting these people. Like I'm tipping them. Even if all I had is $5 to my name, I would tip each and every one of them. Like I will hand out my little hand. If they shake their little tail in front of me, I'm like, yes. But you know what I mean? I just want them to know that I appreciate them putting in the effort. They don't have to be at that club at that particular time that I'm there. It could be somebody else, you know what I mean? But, they probably practice their number. They probably I don't know. I mean, some drag queens might not. I don't know what they do. Like, but they work hard. They go buy their outfits, their wigs, their makeup. I mean, gosh, like, you can only imagine how much coin they throw down for that one performance. That one performance. Even though they might have worn that same dress in a previous venue, or maybe they've worn that wig 65,000 times, you know what I mean? Or that lipstick is like right down to the nub. You spend your coin on it. One time or another, you had spent your own dollar bills on there, unless you are an infamous drag queen and you get sponsored or something like that. But that's not, I'm talking about here in my hometown, you know what I mean? So for me, my opinion is like we should all live, like I feel like, and this needs to go out to everybody. This is not just for people in the gay community either. I think for everybody, that we should all be lifting each other up. We all should be excited to see people succeed, you know what I mean? Like I'm always so happy when I see like a fellow coworker decide that they're going to leave to get better money. I'm like, go where the money's going. Go where you're going to be happy. If you're not happy here, why stay here? You know what I mean? Like, and I know like my bosses could get pissed off at me saying this, but a lot of people are not cut out in where I work. Maybe they're destined to take care of people. Maybe they're destined to entertain people. Maybe they're destined to do art. I mean, there's no talent. Maybe where I work is not what they plan on doing. Maybe this was just so they can get their money and do their thing. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I kind of low key feel about feel about the job. But like I've been working there for like over yeah, I've been working there like over 2 years. It'll be 3 years in July when I officially came back. And I'm thinking in my head, I want to stay with this company forever? No, like I probably won't. I mean, I'm planning on for a long time until I can financially get stable enough to where I can do my thing, and that's why I'm moving up. That's why I'm doing all these promotions and stuff. If they do give me an opportunity to like move up into the company, yes, I'm going to do so. Like, don't get me wrong, I will do so. But in the meantime, I'm working on myself. I'm working on who I want, what I want to do in life. Yes, I'm 30, but I still got time. I think anybody, even when you're 75, you still got time. You still breathing, aren't you? Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Do what you feel happy doing. Um, but yeah, that's one topic that I want to talk about, is just like people just like dragging each other down, talking down about people. Like that's just not cool. I think that, I mean, to be honest with you, the reason that some people do this is for the simple fact that they feel bad in their lives somewhere and somehow. So they have to talk shit about somebody else to make them feel better. Even if it's not in front of their face, they have to do it. Um, that's why people bully people. That's why people, talk crap about people, gossip about people, start rumors, do all this stupid shit that like is so, and I feel like it's all so high school. I really do. Like I'm 30. I haven't been in high school in 12 years, like over 12 years. No. Like I don't want, like there's a reason that I was so excited to graduate high school and get the hell out of there. For one, didn't like anybody in my class. For two, I, I didn't like the drama of it all, and I was more, like, away from that shit. I've always been that type of person anyway. Yes, did I fight a lot? Yes, because there was a lot of people that made me mad in high school. I was a very angry kid when I was younger, um, but now I'm a lot more calmer, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's just like, for me, like, I'm not in that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be involved in that. I'm not gonna drag somebody under the mud or drag their name at least under the mud. I'm going to lift them up. I'm going to make them climb that mountain that they're trying to climb. You know what I mean? Even if it's just me encouraging them and just be like, yes, get it, girl, or yes, get it, guy, or whatever, like I'm gonna be that very supportive person, And then here's another thing that I want to talk a little bit about. I had somebody, I'm not gonna name who it is, but they decided that they were gonna tell me that I am not accepting of gays. So can I ask you one question? If I wasn't accepting of gays, I would be straight, wouldn't I? I would be homo as a momo. Mofo. Not momo. I just read momo and just read that. I'm sorry. No, I would be a homo. I would be a homophobia. Like I, I would. That would be me. I wouldn't be talking about acceptance in the gay community and this, that, and other. Or I wouldn't be. I wouldn't come out as bi. Like that's something that like really kind of pisses me off. Is like when I had that person tell me that, and I wasn't even angry at the fact that they were in a same-sex relationship. That's not what I was mad about. I was mad about the fact, and I was happy for them because they were happy. Don't get me wrong. The reason I was kind of mad is for the simple fact that that person acted so differently. Like they acted like they didn't want anything to do with anybody else besides that one person. You know what I'm saying? And I understand like this. I understand this person's young and like stuff, but I just kind of feel like they completely like left out their friends and family and just focus on this one person. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, this person just came into your life. They haven't been in your life your entire life. Like some people, like they even stopped talking to their mom. Like they don't even talk to their mom like that anymore. It was just like ridiculous. I mean, they talk to her, like they come over, but they don't like talk. You know what I mean? So that's what really made me mad was the fact that they threw in my face that I wasn't accepting of him. Like, and yes, it was a guy. I'll just mention that. Um, and it wasn't even the case. That wasn't even the case at all. I am the most accepting person out of probably anybody I've ever met. Like, I accept everybody. I might have like that, like when I first meet people though, like I will admit to this, I do tend to have like that resting bitch syndrome where I'm just kind of but that's just because like I'm a weirdo when it comes to like meeting new people, but I'm very open with it. Like I'm more closed off, like as in like the fact that I'm not going to tell you like about me as a person. You know what I mean? I'm not. I will like introduce myself and be friendly in that sense, but it's not. And I'm going to be very like open with that and stuff like that. But like at the same time, I'm not going to like be like, hi, I'm Don. I like anal. Like, no, I'm not gonna like let you know my whole life story like in 5 minutes that I meet you. I'm just gonna be like very friendly, very like, hi, I'm Don, how are you? Like, that sort of shit. And like when I open up to people or I start hanging out with people and then they like I start to get to know them and everything, the least I'm the one to accept you the most. Let's just put it that way. Uh, there's a lot of things on my mind tonight, and I can't go to sleep without getting this shit off my chest. For real. There's another subject that okay, so I'm gonna lean into the next topic that I feel like I need to talk to you guys about. And that is one that probably every gay person out there is like, nope, we're not talking about that. Nope, stop that. Yes, I'm talking. This is probably going to be more of a gay conversation than anything. So if you're straight and you don't give a crap about this, then bye. But I'm. I should disclaim that at the beginning of this video. But this is one that I kind of think is a little bit kind of. I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells talking about it. I just kind of feel like it's really hard not to piss somebody off or some people off, not somebody, but some people off, um, because they feel like this part of performing drag is just for the drag queens that are biologically male. Okay, so we're going to talk about, and this, I think this is kind of relates to like acceptance and stuff like that, and kind of having an open mind. And that's the whole bio queen or like the trans or not the trans, but the yeah, trans and um the drag kings and stuff like that, and the bio kings and stuff like that. Um and that is the fact that I feel like, I mean, I don't think it's in my town more or less, but I know that there's some places and then there's some queens out there. I'm not gonna name any names because right off the back I can't think of any, but um how there are some, and there's also some places as well that does this as well. And I don't know any near where I live, but I'm pretty sure there's some out there and I've heard of some that are out there, so that's how I know this. But how all they want, like all they want is just drag queens on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who rules the stage when it comes to performing and dressing up in drag. In my opinion, this is my opinion, I think that everybody should perform, whether they are biologically a female, biologically a male, and they're dressing as a in drag as a drag queen, or if they're biologically a male or biologically a female and they're dressing as a drag queen king. You know what I'm saying? You're dressing in drag, so what difference does it make? Does that make sense? Like, you're putting on a performance, you're being dramatic, you're doing this, you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, when I think it's more of a like territorial, or that's our domain, that is like that is our that's our area, like don't it's like kind of like a territorial thing. In my opinion, it shouldn't be a territorial thing as far as like who gets to perform and stuff. My opinion on the whole situation, and this is just my whole opinion, is that if you have a bio queen there, or you have a bio king there, or a drag king there, they're going to be bringing them. They're going to be bringing with them, not like, oh, they're right behind me, but they're going to be inviting people to these events, like, let's say it's a pageant, or say it's a just a normal show, or it's a, I don't know, like a parade, or a festival or whatever. They're going to be bringing or inviting people, and there's a good chance that maybe it's from their Facebook, maybe it's from their Twitter, maybe it's from their Instagram, their Snapchat, their YouTube, maybe it's from all these places, their social media. And let's say they spread that word out saying, hey, come see me, like, I'm at this place, this is where I'm gonna be. Even 5 people that they bring, let's say there's 5 people that come. Well, let's make it even better. Let's say 20 people go. There's 20 people that's gonna see other drag, the other people in the drag show, excuse me, that are gonna see, there's those 20 people are gonna see the other drag shows, the other drag performances, and they might end up changing their mind, still follow this this person that they originally came to see, but then they're gonna start following you, and then you're gonna have followers, and you're gonna have people that are like, "Oh, yeah, I kinda dig that drag king or queen or that bio king or queen or that transsexual," or whatever, or hyper queen or hyper king or whatever they call them. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, I think that's good because it's like a good word of mouth sort of thing, and I feel like word of mouth is like the best way to spread your existence, especially in the drag community, no matter if you're biologically a male or female, you know what I mean, and you're doing one or the other or this, that, and another, and my opinion, and the whole reason I'm talking about this is because I've been thinking about becoming a hyper queen slash bio queen slash folk queen or whatever the hell you call it. I personally, I and I personally think of, or I call it hyper queen in my opinion, and a lot of people say that there's a lot of hate towards that. A biological woman wants to dress up as a drag queen. And this is the thing. Okay, you see Ariana Grande, you see Beyonce, you see, I don't know who else is out there that's famous, Lady Gaga, you see Madonna, they all get dressed up and they perform. We'll say they perform, whether it is they lip sync, they actually sing. I don't know what they do. They dance, they put on this extravagant show. And think about it, that's drag in a way. They're bio queens or hyper queens or whatever you wanna call it, you gotta think about that. And the reason I'm saying that and I'm mentioning that is because I watched this video today, and this drag queen, male, biologically male, but it was a drag queen, talking about this, and I'm like, "He has a good point here." Like, you follow Ariana Grande or Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, or you follow Beyonce, or you follow Lady Gaga, or you follow the Kardashians, even though they don't like actually perform, they're dressing up all the time. They're putting wigs on, extensions on, they're doing their makeup, they're getting all dressed up, you know they're doing all of that, and their show is the paparazzi show, like, look at me, you know so think about it, think about that, like, all of those celebrities, and even the males too, they get dressed up, they either get on stage or get on a screen, or I don't know, they're walking down the street and they're dolled up, they're they've got their wigs, they've got their hair done, they've got whatever they do to make themselves look good. And they yes, they are themselves, but they're dressed up. They're more dressed up. Think about it. When a girl, think about it this way, or a guy, let's say a girl, normal girl like me, when I get dressed up, for an example, and I get made up, I put the wig on, I put the hair on, even though I'm just going to work or I'm just running errands and I'm all dolled up or I'm going to make a video for you guys, I'm technically in drag if you think about it. Like this, well, minus the hair, I mean, minus the wig, this is not me in drag besides this. I mean, this is me in drag if with the hair. But without makeup on, without anything like that, I look like a slump dump truck from hell, you know what I mean? That's that is drag too. It's just, I mean, if you think about it, like, I know I'm sounding like a crazy person right now, but I mean, I think of it like that. I'm like, you know what? That is a good point. It's like I dress up all the time in drag, I've been doing this. I've been doing this since I was like able to pick up a makeup brush, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been I've been doing it. I've been testing the waters, and it's just slowly progressing into a dangerous, not really a dangerous thing, but like you get what I'm saying. It's just it's getting a lot more, more these days. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of pisses me off that, like, you know, bio queens or bio kings or drag kings cannot be on the same stage as just a normal drag queen who has a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing is it, like, floors me how that happens, and I don't not only do I not do I see this with, like, actual performer drag king queens, but I also the owners or the person planning events and you know what I mean? Like, they do it as well, and that's just kinda like it kinda makes me mad because, like, I feel like the stage should be meant for everybody. It should be there for them to not only have fun, but to make some coin and get some followers and to have a good time, you know? And see, for me, when I become a hyper queen, which I've been thinking about it a lot here lately, or drag queen, because I keep going back and forth. I'm gonna do this for fun. It's not because I want a few extra dollar bills in my pocket at the end of the day. It's because I love to watch the drag shows. Why not be in the drag shows? You know what I'm saying? I want people, even though, yes, I will probably go under a different name, I will. I would love to hear my stage name, my drag name. You know what I mean? And that would be so freaking cool. Just saying, it would be so cool. I mean, just even if I had my real name out there, like y'all, people chanting it, it'd be really cool. It'd be surreal as fuck, though. I probably would be like over here pinching myself, like, "Oh my god, this is real." But, but yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. I've talked my head off. If you do still want to ask questions, feel free to. I was thinking about doing a Q&A anyway. So if you want, you can leave a comment under um, this live stream and ask your question and put hashtag video or let's say hashtag Q&A, and I'll know that you want, or yeah, hashtag Q&A, and you want to have your name out there and you want it to be in the Q&A. Okay. So I'm gonna see y'all later, and like I say, always, whether you're dressed up, dressed down, you're beautiful. Bye.